This is a quick tutorial on how to host a Zoom meeting. This particular account is useful for group overseers because it gives you free meetings for up to 40 minutes with up to 100 participants. To host a meeting, you will need to download the Zoom app. After you download the Zoom app, it's going to ask you to sign in. So click sign in, enter your first name, your email address, and your last name. After you do that, accept the terms of service. It will then notify you that it's going to send you an activation email to your personal email account. Check your email and select Activate Account. After you do that, it will ask you to generate a password. Come up with a password that you can remember. Click Continue and then click Go to My Account. Once you go to your account, it takes you back to the original landing screen. Once you get to the landing screen, click Sign In. Use your Zoom app to do this. Now let's schedule a meeting. Click Schedule. To schedule a meeting, it gives us a lot of different options. Let's look at the options. First, it tells us to pick a time. Notice at the bottom you can roll through the times to select a time. Click Done at the bottom of the screen once you've selected a time. Then it allows you to click and select other information. So the duration of the meeting doesn't matter because all you're doing right now is creating a calendar invite for the people you're going to send it to. We want to make sure we use the personal ID option. Click host video on as well as participant videos on. And then you want to make sure they'll be able to call in using telephone and audio device. Okay, so after you select those things, allow people to sit in the waiting room and allow them to join before the host. That means that they can be there before you get there, but they can't conduct a meeting without you. Click Add in the upper right-hand corner, and now you have scheduled a meeting. Look over to your left and you'll see the meetings icon. Click on Meetings. This is the meeting you just established. Now it's time to send out invitations. You can send out an invitation via a text message, an email, or copy and paste it into a message. This way right here, this is how you send it using a text message. I'm just using a contact in my phone. And now I'm going to press send. If I want to send it via email, I click Send Invitation. And I come down and I select Email. Look at the information that's provided in the email. It lets me know that first I'm going to type in a contact here, but then it also tells me where it says One Tap Mobile. This is the phone number that people can use if they do not have a tablet or a cell phone. It can actually be used from a land phone, and they can hear you, but they won't be able to see you. And then you can send multiple people on the same email, but that's how you send an email. It gives them the link for the meeting. It also gives them a dial-in phone number if they would like to dial in. And that's how you invite people to your meetings. So let's start our meeting just to play around with it and see what happens. When you press start, of course, we had the camera on, so automatically you'll pop into the camera. Click Call using Internet Audio. Let's look at some of your controls. So the first thing that I always do is I go to Meeting Settings under More, and I make sure that I change a few things. So go to Meeting Settings. I always want to make sure that I allow to always show meeting controls at the top of the screen. That allows me to see everything. If I click on participants, I can send more people in an invitation, so I can send an email or a message, or I can invite people from here. I can chat from here. I can also see who's in the meeting. Here are some more useful tips. In order to get comfortable with the program, you will have to set up a test meeting and invite 1 or 2 people and have them dial into the meeting and see if you can control their mute function as well as their video camera function from your end. Also see if you can get people to show up on time by alerting them ahead of time that you will have a meeting. One of the features in the video will allow you to reduce background by changing it to a virtual background. That way, in case you don't want people to see the room that you're in, you can put up another background. There are so many additional features for Zoom. Just play around with it and take your time and get 2 or 3 people into a meeting and see what you can do.